Think about your last trip. Were you able to travel for free? If you're a locums medical professional, I'm going to share with you how you'll be able to travel for free legally. So stick around. Welcome to the Locum CPA, where we help locum professionals maximize their earnings while minimizing their taxes. My name is Stephen Lee, a CPA based out of Chicago, Illinois. In this podcast, I'm going to be breaking down how to combine business with personal to turn your professional trips into deductible travel expenses. So let's get started. A lot of locum medical professionals that I talked to in the very beginning have not been able to utilize their CME travel expenses for conferences and combine that with personal vacation or trips that always wanted to take. So here's how we can make that work for your next trip or for your next conference. And later on in this podcast, I'm also going to share with you a practical example so you want to stick around. Most important thing, the ground rule here is make business the primary purpose. Once again, the most important rule here is that business or that conference or the educational event needs to be the primary purpose of the trip. If you're a locums medical professional, whether you're starting or you're experienced, you don't want to miss my top tips for starting as well as operating your locums practice. I'll pin a link in the comment section below, so you don't want to miss that. Business can be defined as attending a medical or specialty conference or educational event related to your specialty. Once again, business can also equate to attending a medical conference or some type of seminar that's related to your specialty. Now, how do we practically make this happen? First, you want to search out all those conferences that you plan to attend in 2025. Some conferences based on specialty have multiple locations during the year, right? So they have the same conference, one in Chicago, one in New York. They offer one in Orlando. They offer one in San Diego or Palm Springs, right? Or Las Vegas. So you want to take a look at which conference do you want to attend in 2025? And you want to look at the location that that conference is being held at. Also, strategically think about where is one place or a place that I would love to attend or enjoy a hobby or have a little mini vacation with. And try to map those two and align those two goals while attending the conference in a location that you'd love to travel for personally. Then, out of all the listed results, choose that location that you love to stay a few extra days, whether for vacation or to pursue a personal hobby. For example, this past year in 2024, I attended a tax conference that was located in Las Vegas, Nevada. And a few days after that conference was over, 2 days afterwards, I actually was able to participate and play in a pickleball tournament that I wanted to compete in. So I was able to not only attend the tax conference and fulfill my CPE or professional education, but also I was able to pursue my passion or hobby of pickleball and compete in a singles tournament there in Las Vegas. Therefore, as you're mapping out your CME educational conference in 2025, you definitely want to look at the location as well as the relevancy to your specialty. So once we've decided where we will go, what now? Let's talk about what expenses are deductible. And there's three main categories here. The first is airfare or transportation. So if business is the primary purpose, the entire cost of the round trip travel will be deductible. Lodging, deduct hotel nights or Airbnb for business days, including the night before the event starts. Lastly, meals. A portion of your meals during the conference days will be deductible. Remember, you can enjoy the personal travel before or after your conference, but those days are not deductible. The great part is that the whole airfare or the travel expenses round trip are deductible, as long as, once again, that business is the primary purpose for that trip. Let's go over a practical example here. Let's say you're attending a 3-day medical conference located in Miami, Florida. Your round trip flight, let's say, costs $500, and you stay 5 nights in total. 3 of those nights is to attend the conference, while 2 of those nights are personal. So what is deductible? The flight, the entire round trip $500 flight is deductible. Housing or hotel, your 3 nights of lodging related to the conference specifically will be deductible, while the other two that you use for personal will not be deductible. And lastly, the meals, the business meals or the business day meals at your conference, the ones that you paid out of pocket, will be 50% deductible. Many of the conferences that you attend probably have either a breakfast or a lunch provided, but let's say the dinner or any snacks or things like that on those conference days that you pay out of pocket that are not included in the conference, a portion of those can be deductible. So by structuring your trips this way, you can legally enjoy a mini vacation or writing off most of your travel costs. Two pro tips here. Number one is keep your records. So save your receipts, conference agendas, as well as your registration fees. And number two is plan ahead. Strategically plan. That's what we're all about here at the Locum CPA is to plan ahead. So at the end of the day, we want to travel more and smarter, not harder. By aligning your vacation with your professional education, you can enjoy more trips while keeping more money in your pocket. So here's to 2025. Safe travels and see you next time. Bye.